telling them a story in words that are not your own, taking them somewhere they've never been before.
Reading to your children when they're young is a good bonding experience.
The books will take you anywhere you want to go, you know. It will give you fantasies of any place in the world.
Reading, I think, is important just so you can go forward in life. You got to read to be successful.
The parent-child relationship can be strengthened when mother or father reads to the child. A good, warm family experience.
A love of reading, books, and literacy is an important part of each of these women's lives. Now, let's hear their stories.
The world's at your fingertips with the books. You can go to China, you can go to France, you can read a story about someone whose life is so different from your own, and then you can read a story about someone whose life is just the same as your own, with whom you can identify.
When our grandkids come, they all really just like for Ernest to read to them, and I can just see them running and pulling. Meriden always pulls off 4 or 5 books, not one, or 4 or 5 books off the shelf, and she'll stack them up and get up in his lap and reads.
My mother was a teacher, and she would go to Franklin at that time in Williamson County and pick up enough books for her classroom for the month. Well, I couldn't wait for her to do that because over the weekend I would read them all.
My daughter, she liked Disney, so she would have to wear her little Cinderella hats and all that. So, I mean, all that was fun just for them to act out the reading, so it showed their character.
You never saw her sit down without a book. She never went to bed without a book. She just enjoyed reading. My son was so excited about The Little Train That Could, and we had to read that every night. But we'd get so tired of it that we'd flip a page and skip a page, and he'd say, "Oh no, Mom, go back, you forgot that one." He enjoyed us being together and us reading the book to him.
Right here in Tennessee, more than 10 years ago, Dolly Pardon created her Imagination Library. Dolly knew that 35% of children enter school every year unprepared to read, and many of those children never catch up. She wanted to do something about that fact. She wanted to inspire the imagination of children.
We felt like it was also a wonderful opportunity for the little children and their parents to have special time together, and that also just adds some deeper love and emotion to that. But I just think it's the right time to catch them when they're little.
In 2004, Tennessee Governor Phil Bredesen established the Governor's Books from Birth Foundation.
It's so important with children to get them engaged before they get to school. It gets them to love books. It gets them interested in reading before they show up in school, and they make just so much better use of their kindergarten and those first few years in school when they have that background. It's really important to get them ready.
Our purpose with Books from Birth is certainly to get these kids involved in reading and knowing about reading a whole lot earlier in life than they are right now.
The foundation helps every one of Tennessee's 95 counties provide books to all registered children from birth through age 5.
What's so interesting is they pick books that are very age appropriate. They're like building blocks, so to speak.
The cost of the Books from Birth program is $27 a year per child, and that cost is split evenly between each county program and the Governor's Foundation.
They have put books in children's lives who never would have had those otherwise. So I think that's a wonderful organization to get involved with and to support, and I think it's wonderful that we have Dolly that lives in our state that she does that for us.
It's just very important that they get a head start when they're younger.
Well, being a teacher, I really believe in Books from Birth. I think it really gives them a boost in being able to read when they're in school. And if they excel in reading, that's going to carry over to all the other subject areas.
You start young, and then it gets you interested, so the more you get interested, the more you're going to do, and then so the more you do, the more you're going to accomplish.
Learning from birth, books are important. It teaches the children that they're not something negative. They're not work.
Since February 2006, when we mailed our first books locally, we have mailed over 200,000 books to children in Rutherford County. Right now, the Rutherford program is providing over 8,500 children with books each month.
You open all worlds to children when you read to them.
Reading helps children's imaginations greatly, especially if they're being read to. They don't see pictures and they can imagine.
I think reading's real important. Communication, a bond.
It's not just the excitement and the story itself, it's the bonding for the younger children.
The more books we can get in the hands of more children, the better it's going to be for everybody.
The simple act of reading a book to a child means so much. Sitting down together to read creates a strong bond of love, helps the child learn, instills a lifelong love of reading, and inspires their imagination. We encourage parents, grandparents, friends, and neighbors to sign up a child. Registration materials are available at all area libraries and online at rutherfordbooks.org.